Hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm Cadwell Plays, and today we're at the 2.16 mile long circuit of Cadwell Park, of course, in the UK at 11 turns it has got. And special thing to tell you, this is an early stream just because I've got things to do tonight. I'm going to watch as we speak. The Formula 1 is on. If you want to know what it is, it's a Trafalgar Square thing, and Formula 1 cars are going around. They are London streets they are. And out come the cars as we speak on our track here. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. I'm going to watch. Let's see if our stream is ready to go. But anyway, what a day we've got planned for you today. We've got a race of 18 laps, as we're now looking at Danny, who's our lead car out on circuit. He is, and with 14 minutes out of the 15 to go of qualifying. Here we have, and to be honest with you guys, I don't think. And then we've got 10 to 5 minute practice, and that's it for today. And then we're going to race. I'm fine, Chris, I'm absolutely fine. As out the corner now comes down into Barn Corner, which I know the track, I go to it, so that's why I know what the temperature is and what the thing is. Out the Barn Corner he comes now, he's going to power his way down the straight here, doing 160 miles an hour, 135 miles an hour. He's making his way, maybe going 40, yeah, 140 he goes. There with Josh right behind him he has, and Josh Bridge. John right behind him. John Bridge would like to get past, he would. But this track, by the way, is just big enough for two of these cars, and that will be John's weak and not stuff today to get past. He will. John goes the inside line here and doesn't make his way past yet. But Danny still has a lot of the track left to go. So John, I think, will get past down into Mansfield as he goes into the gooseneck. Now they come out of the gooseneck. Now they come down to Mansfield corner they come now, and down they head to near the chicane where they're going to make their way. Now they are up to the paddock area, breaking into the corner. Now they come, goes Danny out the corner now, up to the top of the mountain. Now he will go up to the top of the mountain, he will go, and now into Hall Bend he goes. Out of Hall Bend he will go in a second. Now out of Hall Bend and into Barn Corner he will go. Out of Barn Corner he will go into, out the hairpin, down to Barn Corner he will go. Out of Barn Corner he will go, then make his way down the straight, and that is your lap around Cadwell Park. As he comes across the line, lead second there, John just ahead. He is of him, but no, we have a new leader now. Alaski with it here. So I forgot to tell the drivers. Alaski, Colin, Marlon, John, Danny, Christoph, Mark and Ren are your cars today. So finally John gets past. John was waiting for the time to get past here, but John now can zoom away and get a gap now. He can hopefully get a gap here, but this is qualifying. It's not even race time and they're still busy battling it out. Well, it's kind of annoying to say they're battling, they're not, but they are, because it's racing. As John makes a good gap already, and we're now looking at the leader, here, about to come past these two to maybe lap them nearly. But anyway, enough about the leader. As out, oh, he makes a mistake, the leader does, but anyway, we're looking at fourth here, John. Brilliantly John is here. Brilliant John is. I can't believe with 10 minutes to go John will get this time in here. 15 minutes, well, how long do you think that will be? I do not know. 15 minutes qualifying. Normally we get 20 minutes qualifying, getting used to the track. But these are new drivers. Every round new drivers, by the way. So it's not really a championship, but it is because you guys will see the Formula cars in different tracks for you guys to see. It's not, I call it rounds on my thing, but actually it's just racing at the track. It is. I'm gonna after this quickly record a video of my James non-league James Boyle, which will be a welcoming you to that / what I'm gonna expect and a bit of non-league chat, and that's it. And then I'm gonna go for the night. As down he comes here, quick as he will be here. We're now looking at second place. Here he is. There's the first place. There's third. There's fourth. There's fifth. There's sixth. There's seventh. Danny's on seventh. Poor Danny, I've got to say. Here comes your second. There's your leader in the background. But with 9 minutes and 52 seconds to go, it looks like it's going to be, as we say for the bit here, we've already had nearly 10, nearly 6 minutes of qualifying here. We have 6 minutes of great racing so far we've had. And if you guys remember last year, Alton Park, when I did Alton Park, should have been there. Crash galore it was on this game. Not last year, but yeah, last I think it was October, Alton Park, these cars. As into the pits comes your leader. He can do a quick pit stop because they still have time left. He quickly does a pit stop. But Josh has got the lead, 1 minute 19.353 compared to 1 minute 19.485. Josh has done beautifully there. Colin now is down the back straight, but Marcus, we're now looking at cross the line he does, 1 minute 22. Danny, 1 minute 22.6, 1 minute 22.7. That's not good enough for him. We're now looking at your new leader of this whole entire qualifying. Go into the gooseneck. Out of the gooseneck he goes now down to Mansfield. Chris curves he goes out of, and at first corners you go into is Charlie's in, Charlie's out. On the first two corners, out Mansfield he goes now down to the Combe Oil Bridge. Is that Combe Oil Bridge? Out of that now he goes down into the bottom of the mountain, up to the top of the mountain now he goes, and down to the gooseneck. Into Hall Bends he goes now. As into the gooseneck now goes your leader of the championship. Out of that corner he goes now, down into Barn Corner. He pops himself into now, down the straight he will going to come now. Will he make his way into the pitch? Yes he will. Will he make a crash into the barrier like the first place did? The third makes way down the straight. Where is your leader? Is he in the pits still? No, he is not still in the pits, but he will get a bit of a gang. He'll also get a gag of cars, he will, as he makes his way up here, he will. Your leader here now, into the corners he's coming now. Look at this, he's still pretty quick, they all are. But he's got second place to try and overtake a car here, he has. Don't know who second place trying to overtake, but that is another interesting thing to say. Oh, he's trying to overtake him. Interesting. Helena can see them two in front of him with 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Doesn't really surprise him, really, doesn't, as we have a new breaking news. Formula One's in London. You can see old Formula cars in London today if you did go to London. Now, I didn't go to London because I live up here in Lincoln. I live up north. North, but I'm just going to watch it for you now. I did say that Formula car's there, but there's the Williams car from 2012-ish kind of time. There it is, look, you can just stop there so people can take pictures and have a bit of fun. It is, and it stalled itself. I think it's because it's the tight corners of the street circuit, I think it is. They'll have a tour probably with the guys. But anyway, back to our news. We have a new leader. Same leader, but a new third place, a new fourth place. See, Mark's got up to fourth, and Reen is back down there in fifth. To be honest with you, it's a pretty big disappointment there, it is, to say the least. Will be a new squad builder showdown out a couple of days' time, but not yet, there won't. maybe a 1 minute 18, I would say 1 minute 18.9, 1 minute 18.8, maybe quicker. So the cross line comes your leader now. 1 minute 19 still, so no, not really. As Mark comes out, Colin comes out the pits, and it's straight on the power. Here he is with a few other cars in the pits. So a couple of cars in the pits. Here they are. Leader John Bridge is coming under pressure from second here now. He's going to take second here. But that is nothing really to be surprised about. We now go look back at a guy who I know a lot about, but you might not. And it is Mark, of course. Great driver, Mark. I haven't seen Mark for ages on the screen. It takes time to see Mark, but he's come back and I'm swinging in a bit. Side by side, he tried to go then, but could. Got him. Who was that actually that he just got? I think he just got Pepe, I think, but I can't remember. I can't see. 2 minutes. Three minutes dead on to go here, and it's all going to kick off. Here it is with the times of everyone as the leader still in front. Here he is, and with 3 minutes to go, you've got to look in about 2 laps to go here of times. Colin still from Mark, still from the same people, but Danny's got up to 7th. Here he has. That is significant in this hunt up for the championship points. It is. John out of the corner now. He comes. He's going to blurt his way down now into barn corner any second now. He will be coming from Hall Bend's section of track. There he is, into barn corner, out of barn corner now. The leader. Well, into the pits. He's not though. He didn't come in as many times as he wants. The leader can. Second place is automatically out and has got a car behind. Car down the straight comes a car. Don't know who it is, but should be somebody good though. But Colin now has a clear track over him. He would have that in real life. Would you think in the race? No, I don't think he will in the race, because it's a 18 lap race. But look at this here. He's looking at about 3 to 4 G's there in your top left corner. 3 to 4 G is brilliant. That is to see there. 3 to 4 G. How many there is what you've got to say here. Look at the 3 to 4 G there. You are pretty decent. There's a Coma bridge there. He goes under, up into the bottom of the mountain, up to the top of the mountain. Now he goes, and he's now going to go down Hall Bend straight away. No cars nearly in sight of him here. He's looking good in this lap time. Here he is. Will it be a quick lap here? Let's have a look at his lap so far. 1 minute 8 into this corner. That could be good actually, because if he crosses the line now, he will get a bit more recognition of lap time here. Down to the line he's going to come. In he goes. Will he get to cross the line? No, he won't, and the lap time does not count. No, it won't. But from second place, he's already on. No, he's already 1 minute 18. That's not good there. So no, he won't get another lap in. Probably not. As your leader here, out the pits he comes. There, second place. Down he comes down the back straight now. There's another car in front of him. Don't know who that is because I can't see it. To be generally honest with you. But he has a car in front of him. He does. That could be our last actually the cars. Just have a look and see how long we've got left. We've got 20 seconds left of this qualifying, so there's not much left really to take a stick on really. As the third leader here just going into Chris Curves, out Chris Curves now. He goes down into the mountain. Don't believe me, it's Chris Curves. It is Chris Curves, and he's now into Mansfield. Out of Mansfield he comes with 1 second to go, and there we go. All the cars are just crossed the line. So it is John from Aleski, from Colin, from Mark, from Ren, green from Marlon, from Danny, from Christoph. Oh, you're top. 8. All did 8 laps. 7 or 8 laps there. So not bad whatsoever. Let's go into the 10 minutes of warm-up. Everyone is now on circuit. There's a few cars here. We're trying to get past cars. They're on their lap starting, are they? Yep, some of them are. And some look. Oh, he's starting a lap here. We've got a car starting a lap here. We have as we go off board him. Because it's practice, there's nothing really going to go on here. We're going to go out and have a quick practice chat. No, we're not. That's just to get the moderator back on. Hopefully that worked. It didn't work. Okay, but anyway. So, yeah, it's still pretty much the same. Just Colin in second instead of John, but in first. And Alec in second instead of first. But, yeah, you know, it's good still to see all these cars out here today. Racing for the first time maybe in their lives. 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go, man. We're going to get it to... I want it to be... 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go here. Let's have a look. Out. The line is going to come now. Is there any cars in the pits? Let's look at me in the pits quickly. Nope, no cars in the pits then. As we now look back at the leader here. Let's quickly just check what Formula 1 are doing quickly and then I'll be back. But yeah, it's great to be here with one of you who's watching. Thank you first. The Red Bull car. So there you go, there's just a little bit, they're just getting some cars out on track. And all of that. Oh, they are. As we speak, we've got a couple of minutes left to this session, and it looks like it's going to be good. Thank you, it's good if you think this is good tonight. It's just a bit of a match shambles put together really, but I put it together quite nicely, everybody who's watching, so thank you very much for watching. We are now going to look at the leader here, at second there with John of course, but he is nearly off the pace already, he is here, but anyway, we're going to need to talk about that. We have 2 minutes 10 to go. We're going to go to 1 minute anyway. second place here. He's got a pretty bit of open road in front of him. I think he's the first out, was he? He has a little bit of open road. I wouldn't say there's loads of open road, but he has mostly open road. A couple of cars cross the line, a couple of cars doing that kind of stuff. 40 seconds to go of the session. There's loads of cars make their way into the bottom of the mountain, up the top of the mountain. They all can go into Hall Bend. Now comes the car here of John, which is a great spectacle John is tonight to see. That race, that Alcombe race at Le Mans, is still up for grabs. That race is still to be decided on when it will be. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the weekend. It doesn't really know. I don't really know for you. But anyway, cross line he goes there, gets quicker still, and he does improve a little bit there. So yeah, thank you to whoever's watching. Please do comment. One comment. But it is Aleski in the lead. John, Colin, Mark, Reem, Marlon, Danny, Christoph are your top cars there. 7 minutes, 7 laps and 8 laps they did there, so well done them. Now into the race we go here. 16 laps of a short circuit.
Forget about qualifying now. All that matters is the start. Good luck.
As they're green racing, here we are. Look at the start from John. He gets there, but everyone else gets away cleanly there. They do. Everyone out into the braking zone. They come. One car's a bit going to stick behind. I think he's thinking, if most of them make a mistake, I'm going to stick behind them and get the move done here. But he is the one who hasn't never raced in one of these championships before. But look at the gap the leader's got. Not big at all now. It's not. As rest of the field now, all side by side-ish. All looking like it's going to be a good racing here. The two teammates go side by side here. They do. A position, and that's what 8th wanted, because 8th now looks like it's closing up now. It has. As we now look at all the cars here, we do as they all make a talented escape down to the town into Mansfield, out of the commentator down the back straight sight. Into my sights they would come if I was at the track, but not. Of course, into my sight they would come now. I'll be in that big box there. You'll see on the start line that big box, commentary box thing. I'll show you on board me for a quick second. That big thing just there, that big commentary box there, I'll be on that. I would talking to you as here they come into Hall Bends. They come blurting past me. Go 4 cars. That's great to see all 4 cars blurting past. Still, time sheet doesn't work, so I can't tell you all on the track where they are, but I can. Here, but anyway, down they come. That one's completed there. Let's look at the grid. Let's look at the order here. It is John, Aleski, Colin, Reem, Danny, Marlon, Mark, and Christoph. Here, as you now look back at second position here, he's less the gap the down it has here. But there we go. Danny now has got pressure. He has from Marlon, here he has, and Marlon's got pressure from his teammate. Let's just check if there's loads of teammate cars. Let's check if there is actually teammate cars in this race. No, I don't think there is. These aren't 2 teammates in this race. They've got delivered. But Mark now, can he get back through on his teammates to get the position of 6th here? Can he? Well, he can, but they're still side by side, literally. Oh no, they're going single file now. They are. Mark now, can he get past Danny? Into the corner here, can he into the bottom of the mountain section? No, he pulls away from the gap there, he does, but now he pulls up, now he does into the slipstream and looks to try and do it into the inside line. That wasn't a good move there, but he could do it now because into this next corner, which is the hairpin corner, or into barn corner. We've never seen it in the barn corner before, as we've got 5th there, then 4th on his own, then 3rd, 2nd and 1st all there as well. Out the corner comes 5th, out comes 6th, now 6th. Puts the gas on even quicker than 1st did, and I think 6th will get the toe from 1st. He does, but not good enough, I don't think it is. And no, he slots back into 6th there does Mark, and Mark is at the moment going to be happy with where he finishes. He will, I think he will. Down they come here. Look at this. This is what Mark can do here into the corner. What's Mark going to do here? Is Mark going to go on the inside? Yes, he is. Mark's through, and Mark is past. He is there. Will Marlon be passed as well? No, Marlon It's coming from a long way back, ladies and gentlemen, to try and get up the inside. Now Marlon is. Marlon, as we can see here now, is looking to try and get up the inside, but can't. And Danny's lost the position there as we go back up the field here now. Top three have pulled away with this one. Fourth now has a 2-second gap to the guys in front, 2-second gap, 2.4 to the guys behind, 2.9 to the guys ahead. Mark has 2.6 to the guy in front, 0.1 to the guy behind. Sorry, not 0.1, 0.8, sorry, to the guy behind, what we're saying. In nearly a second to the guy behind, which is pulled a gap out here already. As the leaders and that are weirdly into the pits. They are. Everyone's coming in except Danny, Marlon, and the back three aren't coming in. The rest have come in. Must be some problem with the tyres or managing pit stop they have to do or something. That is weird. But out of the pits now comes John. Alaska in there, straight past John, there he goes. John now. Colin there has just been overtaken by Reen, and now Mark is out of the pits. He is as well, so everyone out of the pits because it's raining now here at Cadwell. That's typical. Cadwell Park never rains. Ha 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 bull. Ha ha ha, it always does. And Danny now has to figure out what to do in the rain here, he does. But we now look here at the battle, here we are for 6th. Which could hot up, it can here, but look at the lead battle quickly. Dan, he has got Marlon right behind him, but they're going to go into the pits probably after this lap, so it's not really a problem for these guys if they're actually racing. I would love to see where they actually are on the track, but I can't. So yeah, into Hall Bend, into Bond Mountain they come. I want to see the gap on the map thing, but I can't. So I'll have to just give it myself a judgment of this. But down they come anyway. There into Bond Mountain come your rest of the field. So yeah, they're about maybe 6 or 7 seconds ahead of the rest of the field, these guys, so not bad at all. A pit stop I think it will be ahead. And into the last corner now, they're going to come into barn corner now. Out of it they come now. It's going to be a really bad conditions. This is really wet weather. As we now look back at third, who is, if I just tell you, who is a whole 0.9 to the guy behind. So now look at Danny. Is he going to come out in the lead or is it Marlon? Have a look at Danny. Danny's out. Marlon's out. Is he out? Yes, they're all out now of the pits. Marlon gets the foot down, gets his foot down and goes now. Marlon does. His teammate is coming for him. Here he is. He's coming. His teammate is very slowly, but he is. As we now look back at your leader here, who is pushing a lot. Here he is now to try and keep the waist here for him. But John is catching. There is a battle for third now, and it is Reen who's caught up with Colin. And Colin now trying to keep everything here. This is really bad weather for this race. But people wouldn't stay with it in this weather. They will go home. Well, anyway, in this game they've stayed, and no, Reen says no there. Let's look at Reen again in a second. It should stop raining about lap 10, about lap 8 or 9. So yeah, it should stop raining. It might. I mean, not should. As Reen here looks like he's going to try and blurt up with the inside family. No, these are the only two who are close together on the track. As there's the next couple of cars. Here, it's never rained like this heavy before at Cadwell when I've been there. It might have when we've cancelled the race weekend. But never when I've been there. It's been not that bad when I've been there. So fingers crossed, touch wood, whenever I go, it's not going to be there. Not going to be like this. But anyway, down the straight from these two. For third, this last podium position. Then you want money. You get 50 quid. You get 100. You get 200 quid for winning, 100 quid for second, and 50 quid for third. You want the money to get some more equipment for your setups if you are YouTubers. These people want it. They do. This race, sadly, you don't get money because it's a 16-lap race and it's not really points for money. But every race in the championship we do get money. Next round, if you wanted to know, if you are not interested in watching the rest of this one, I don't blame you. Some people I don't blame if you don't watch all of this. Well, you might watch it. I don't know. Good to. Hopefully, we see you in Brighton early in Oulton Park. Same kind of timing as this next week. Only because it is a 22-lap race, which I'm concerned about. Road America is only a 10-lap race, so Road America is 10, and then Sonoma Raceway, back up we are to 15 laps. Then China we go, and we only go to China. We do a few times. Only China. We're now going for a 18 lap for China, and so it is. Alta Park, Road America, Zoma, China, Nürburgring. Nürburgring's actually going to be tricky because Nürburgring is only 14 laps, and Luna Seca straight after Nürburgring is a whopping 24 lap race. That's the highest we've had so far this year, and then we're into the latter stages of the year. So here they come then, down come the cars now, the leader crossing the line. Pretty decent times here from the leader, and second now they come across. Third, out of the last corner now, comes across. Fourth, slowed a bit down, but still I think, still going to try and catch up with him. So fourth I meant, fifth and sixth are just having a bit of a battle. Seventh, not really, eighth, not really battling with anyone, just going to try and keep it around this track here quite closely. Here they are, it's really heavy rain, it should stop in the pits, it should. Don't know when, but it said maybe 8, 9, 8 or 7, one of them 3 laps it should stop. I don't think it should. Where I live right now it's 20 degrees outside, so quite not that bad really. It's quite cool, breezy weather. About 20, 19 or 18, one of them. It's around 17 degrees up to 20 degrees right now outside, so quite coldish. Not too cold though, it's a bit nice, like nice weather. And oh, the leader's slowed a little bit. The second hasn't though. Now second now can try and catch up with him. Third is a bit of a bit.
There is a major downpour expected in the next few minutes.
Also, more rain's coming in the next few minutes, which I have never known at this track be so much rain at this track. Out of the corner now come the cars, down to the last corner now comes your leader. Out last corner now comes your leader, down across the line he comes. There should be another, here's the downpour, look you can see it's heavier sheets of rain, here it is. And I can just quickly tell you that it should be fog in Imola, rain at Zolder, rain at Monza, and that is it for that. And half of the race would rain at Luna Seca, and that is it for the rain this year. It is for this championship for these guys. They get dry for most of it now, and that pretty much is good, that is. It's brightening up as we speak, and they did get it right. They said about 9, 8 or 7. They got it spot on, they have, and it is now approximately not raining. So you'll see me in a minute. Go to click on James Boyle, wait there. It'll be on there tonight or tomorrow, and it will be good. It should. Into the last corner now comes your leader. Now, and now he's going to come into the pits probably. Will he? Will you think he come into the pits, or will you think he won't? That's the question. No, he won't. Second one either. Will third come here? No, will fourth maybe come here? Nobody in the pits, but next lap probably they will do. Because there's still loads of wet weather out on the track. I think that's why they're sticking out for a bit longer. Still too wet on the track really to let any cars come in really, which is a good thing. It's less a bad thing, but we don't need to gloat about it really. We don't. Third into Park Corner now he comes, then into Quick's Curve, then down to the Gooseneck where the leader two are of this race. They can talk about this. Into Mansfield now, down a little bit there into Mansfield. Lovely to see here the leader and that having fun. There should be no more rain until maybe lap 4 to go, so still a bit of rain still to come here. There is, as your leader now can park out the corners he can here. Just got to get, he has keep the gap. He has still got to keep the gap of 3.8 seconds. He's still got to keep the gap of, so not really that bad. He's got to keep the gap, but not really much gaps at all really. Is he now going to come into the pits or not? Still a little bit of water on track, not much water though, so I am not suggesting no they should come in or not, but they probably might. And out the corner now he comes, down the straight comes the leader, in he comes, in the leader is. In comes second. In comes third. Is fourth coming in? Yep. Danny, out to the pits now comes Danny. Did not even come in, Danny didn't actually. Colin didn't, Christopher did not come in. As John here has a battle with Danny, he does, because he's got fresher tyres and he probably will manage this race here with 7 to go. I told you it would be that, but nobody listened to me or the game, and I didn't believe the game either. So well done game, they got a spot on again. Another spot on thing they got right. The leader now has a gap, not a big gap though, it's not to second Danny, but Danny now has to still come into the pits, but Danny will battle away, he will. As there is a battle here, there is for fourth. Marlowe is trying to get past Christoph here into fourth position. Marlowe was fourth, then he got demoted to fifth. Let's see what's going to happen here with these two as the yellow flag waves there with the number 8 on it. With the number 8 with the number 45 on it of Marlowe, so Marlon is his team favourite guy in this race. I don't believe it should be, as a little one car's in the pits though, just say one car's in, and so is the next two. Oh, Marlon didn't come in either, didn't he? Wow, that's a surprise. Danny is out. Is Marlon or Christoph going to be out first? Marlon just before Christoph, and Christoph's holding bit longer than he should have done, and Christoph is out now. Oh, we have a retirement. Mark's out. He got crashed into one of the cars. So did Danny, and they're both out of the race. Disappointment for them two. They are there. So we'll now have 6 to go. Laps to go and 6 races to go, so yeah. We're now going to look back at F1 quickly just to see what's happening in F1, and I'll be back with you in a second. So, as we look at F1 now, we do live on Trafalgar Square. They're not talking to anyone, they're watching a car go around the track. They've just stopped watching a car go on the track they have. Now they flipped over to Daniel Ricciardo, talking to someone. Here they come then. Out of the pits come the drivers to get the way from the crowd there on the Formula 1, by the way. Yeah, yes, Fog, what next? Don't know what's next, actually, nothing I don't think. But anyway, as the first place has got a tricky business here, we have seconds now catching, third nowhere near, fourth, fifth and sixth nowhere near each other. This could be good racing now, it could, for the moment and today. By the way, Chris MD is gonna do Chris MD's new video, and Managed to Gamer did a video today. I think he's still live streaming now, so if he is live streaming, please go and over support him, because I'm one of his fans / friends. If I was one of his friends, I'll get loads. Oh my god, you can't see much you car in this fog. It's thick fog. They said there'll be something at 4 laps to go, and there is. It's fog. First and second out of the gooseneck they come. Down into the Mansfield. There goes first, and here goes second. Doing everything right, he is here. One quick word to talk about second. He is shockingly good at football. He is not talking about much of football, and he's not really giving much. He isn't away with what's going to happen in that in this pre-season phenomenon. He isn't really. He isn't here. As down across the line come the cars. To complete the lap there does the leader there at 1 minute 20.858 for the next car, but for the leader 1 minute 20.944 on that lap as well. It was so quickest laps coming on that lap as well. Next place gets a quick lap on that lap as well because it's dry. That's I think what it is, because it's dry. I don't think it's because it's the conditions. The conditions are making it hideous for them to race in. But yes, and anyway, this is just going to be a little bit of a nothing really now. It's not. I've still got to record races, so it's fine. Who do you think's driver day? Well, my driver day has to definitely, before he crashed out was Danny, but now it has to be Marlon. Just brilliant overtakes so far this race, as now we look at the leading two here, who are now getting out of the fog. They are now, the fog's clearing, and these two now we can see a bit of daylight, and these two are closing. Leader has a problem though. Leader has a problem, as that could be why they're closing, people. That could be why they're closing, and that is a problem for the leader. It could be any so slight here. The leader's gap was, oh, it's now 2.4. It was 2.3. It's now 2.4. Now the gap there, the lap there was 1 minute 20.704. The quickest lap of the race there it was, and oh my god, this could be a quick lap, 2 laps. It could, or could it be a slow 2 laps here? The two who did crash, by the way, only managed 11 laps. As there's a little hit again. I can hear a bang there. We could there of something, and it was Marlowe just hitting one of the walls out of one of the corners. But there's second. There's the leader. It's come down the gap, hasn't. I don't think there'll be any problems with the lead here for Alexi, but he could try. He didn't get quick lap times in qualifying, which I was surprised about, people, but he did try and get other people's minds out, which, surprising me, would be good, but he didn't get any good qualifying laps. What do you discuss about that, people? And there is going to be a race on the short circuit of Cadwell. There's going to be a 10-car race in a couple of days. Loads of races up for you on this channel, loads on my James Boyle account, and loads on other accounts as well. So if you are subbed to me on all my social medias, following me on all my social medias, or followed me on here, well, that's the good news, and that it is. It's now 1.9 seconds. It's just gone up to 2.1 as out of corner. Now they come. Look at this. They're zooming around. Now they are. This is great news to see all of them zooming around. Last lap flag was out that time. So for third, it is out. It was. Where's 4? Here he comes. It's out now for him. It was good lap from him there. It was quickest lap of the race for him. That lap of 1 minute 22.316, and out for 5th. The last lap flag comes out. It waves. The white flag does, and he howls out the English miracle flag. And here comes a 6th in a second. We'll see it. Out now comes 6th. He gets the last lap flag now. He will, but he is nearly a minute behind the leader. Here he is. If you look at him and the leader, he's a minute behind us. There's the leader. There's second. They've closed the gap up here. They have. Third now into the bottom mountain. 4th coming into Hall Bend, coming into the gooseneck. Out the gooseneck now it goes down to Mansfield. The leader here has got the win, but it was closed up by the end of this race. As here he comes, the leader. His team peer over the side. Yes, they're happy. The team stick their hands out. The 4 of them stick their hands out. The boards out, boards in. They stick their hands out and clap. Second's team are happy, but they should have been better there from him. John finishes. Alexi finishes first. John second. Here comes Colin. Colin's team are happy. He started third, but he gets third. Well done him. 4th is Reen. Good old Reen gets 4th position, and that for Reen is one of the best finishes I think Reen's ever had around a circuit here. And there goes the checker for Reen. His team took their hands out. He once started 5th, he did, which is not bad here with Marlo just out the second last corner now. He's got a lot of gaps here. He had a 16-second gap to the guy in front and a 9.8-second gap to the guy behind. Now it's gone up to 10.4, so not bad at all from them. There he is across the line. His team's not going to put their hands out, but just put the ball down back in. Christoph not coming last at all in this race, but nearly last. He comes last of the finishers here, and his team are quite happy with that because he is the rookie in this category, of course. Cross line he goes there, and that is it. Good race there from everyone. Good, clean kind of battling here as the leader of this race is now slowly making his way down into the pits. He comes. So does second. Fourth and fifth into the same section of track they are. They're in pretty much the same section of track. Fourth in as well, here he is. Fifth. I've got to say, there was lots of gaps actually Fifth had. 11-second gap to guy in front, 1-second gap to guy behind, 11-second gap to guy behind. Really wasn't that bad, really. It wasn't as Marlo here. Out the corner he comes now. He's going to race across the line actually. Don't know why he's coming across the line, but he is. As Christoph here, what's he going to do? Is he coming to the pits or going to cross the line like his fellow friend did? Well, they're not actually going to do anything. So it is Alexei. Oh, that quickly slipped to me. Alexei wins it from John, who was 2 seconds behind her. 13 seconds behind was Colin from the leader. A whopping 25 seconds was Reen. 44 seconds then in 5th was Marlo. Christoph doing last finisher with 55 seconds behind the leader. Then Mark and then Danny in the race there, but 2 crashed out there with 10 laps gone. Hope you did enjoy. Smash like if you did. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one of these races.